Okay, so what we have here is footage of the tsunami in Japan. Now, I want to tell you guys something. Listen, what I'm going to say is going to be really out of taste, and it's not going to set good in a lot of people's stomach, just like a lot of the shit I say don't. But oh well, it is what it is, and I'm going to say what I got to say because we didn't waste too much time believing that life is a bowl of strawberries and Santa gonna bring us all some gifts for Christmas if we all be good. That's all bullshit. We all know it. So I'm gonna give you some real shit, alright? I'm gonna give your ass some real talk because that's what we all here for. Alright. First of all, the weather formations that's going on this planet are definitely designed to get our attention. That's bottom line. That's just it. In a nutshell, get mad, deal with it, blow smoke, throw a stone, whatever you want to do, I don't care. But it's all going to come down to, it is what it is. That's where we're going to be left after we do everything else. We're going to be left right at it is what it is. Now, weathers, when I say weathers, that means the combination of the necessary elements to create weather. You got to have heat, moisture, soil, everything. A tsunami will consist of water, wind, temperature, and soil. All that's involved. If you're in the southern tropics and you have a tsunami, you might get ran over by warm water. It might be a good temperature, but it's still going to be unpleasant. But same token, if you're somewhere else where water is cold and you have a tsunami, you're not going to have warm water. You're going to have cold water. That's why I say temperature. So I said all that to let you know that weather formation are only formed based on the unique design of the person that mixed them together. It's a form of alchemy. When you have certain conditions that meet together, they create certain circumstances or certain outcomes. Certain circumstances create certain conditions create certain circumstances. That's the way it goes. Now, when you have people that deliberately disobey common sense about how far you should go with taking somebody's kindness for weakness, if you don't utilize these type of restraints, and if you don't utilize this type of common sense, people will eventually get tired of you walking all over them, treating them wrong, taking advantage of them, misusing them, and eventually they will fight back. Some people are so and such pacifists that it'll take them a long time to fight back, and those are the ones you better watch the most, because when they fight back with a vengeance. Now, with everything I just said, excuse me, I want you to look at these ships right here. These are fishing ships. They're fishing vessels. Now let me tell you what I see in this picture when I look at it. I see fishing vessels that either were docked in their harbor there, or they came back into land with the waves from the ocean. Either way, they are too close in land. They should never be that close to that car. Something has gone awful bad when you see that boat that close to that car with water around, or that boat that close to those houses with water bringing it closer. This is bad when this happens. Okay. Now, listen real good, because this is important. People that have fishing vessels like that fish for a living. There's nothing wrong with a man fishing for a living. If he's fishing to feed his family. But when you commercialize fishing where you start to get boats this big, and then you have corruption to begin with, and then you have all kind of things to consider, like when I get an oil change, it's going to cost me $700 to $2,000 to change the oil in the boat, or I could just pour it out in the ocean. All these things is what people do because of the fact that we all live in a world that is constantly strangling us for resources that we don't have. As much as the earth gives us to sustain ourselves, we have a system out here that's making people have to be very, very unfit to live on this planet, because we have become under a system of capitalism where the only way you can survive is that you buy the merchandise that is all controlled and administered by these gangsters of the planet. And they are the same people that make our rules and our laws. So they only perpetuate governing policies, as well as economic policies, as well as health policies, as well as education policies, as well as agricultural policies. All policies that they implement are all designed to make people be criminals like them, because they made the circumstances of your survival hard to meet without you becoming the same low-life snakes that they are. So that means that everybody on the planet that needs to survive always find conflict in their face or find opposition in their face to make them have to do something that will be a negative action toward the regeneration of the planet. We all come up against that. Even I, as a scrap man, is now stuck with more waste around my place that I have to dispose of, and the price of scrap dropped and the price of recycling waste debris went up. Go figure. At a time when everybody is fucking broke, they raising the price of the things that you have to pay to get rid of and lowering the price of things that they have to buy from you. That's what I mean about this corrupt business practice. It make everybody want to become them, because that's the only way you can make a profit. It's like the clean diaper and the shitty diaper. The shitty diaper has all the money in it, so people don't mind smelling the shit. Okay. Small scale on the fishing boats. Let's get past that. Let's talk about the tires. Let's talk about all the shit that is the decadence that we as a people cause to make the earth want to act this way. And we can start with the fact that Japan also has become very imperialistic with her treatment of her women. I mean, if you really want to know the truth about it, she is very westernized. And I shouldn't say westernized because the European man is not Western at all. He is from the northern regions of Europe. I mean, if you really want to know the truth about the people we're talking about, they're not Western man. They are European man. Western was the place that they came and stole. So the true Western people have been overlooked and just pretty much bastardized and castrated and pushed off the realm of ever existing, because they call the European Western man now as if he's been here in the West forever. And it's like, no, you haven't. You are the European man, if you really want to know the truth about it. According to us in the African continent, that will make you the Eastern man, from which the land the beast comes from. Mark of the beast comes from the east. And it's a good thing that the sun rises in the east so it can get right on top of you right away early in the morning. As soon as it come out, keep an eye on your ass. I shouldn't say that. I'm just having fun. But my point is this, alright? All this plundering of the earth, all this overfishing, all this imperialism as to where Japan, I know for a fact, these factories over here that's getting destroyed are so, without a doubt, making something they should not have been making. I'm telling you that's what I feel in my heart. And most of these weathered formations that we see causing this devastation on our planet is due to things that's on and around our planet that must be dealt with. Okay, I'll tell you that in the manner of having true knowledge of this, because I get it from the sun. It's not just bad weather. This is strategic war. the light information that is about our planet and that made our planet made it with the elements so it can use the elements to defend itself. It's real simple. Can't you use your hand to slap a mosquito off of you? If you had a water hose in your hand and there was something crawling up your leg that you wanted off, couldn't you use that water hose to spray it off of you? Of course you could. Well, the earth can too, and it is. I'm really convinced that over there in China, or Japan I should say, I think that's where this is, a tsunami in Japan. They don't say where, but they do say that it is a horrible scene. And it is a horrible scene because I've watched some of it already. And that's the reason why I'm giving you such a dramatic introduction to this, because I really want you to see Mother Nature doing this as an act of earthly cleansing. Fathom in your mind the concept of these factories being on this ocean, being factories making weapons of mass destruction. The United States and Japan for a long time has been centers of weapon distribution. I know that. See, the Japanese took over the world by the electronic takeoff, electronic boom. But the names was names like Sony, which is American. And then you have names like Fusayama and other names that pop up. And every now and then you do see more the American names over there like Kodak, McDonald's. You name it, they all there. So my point is that I believe that this tsunami and all tsunamis are attacks by the universe using weather to destroy places that is aiding and abetting these people that was on the planet on a mission to start this mass movement of human murder on the planet. Now listen to me real good. We know that there's been governments on this planet before that has murdered large amounts of people in the millions. I mean, over like 3-4 years, they could murder millions of people, and they have done it, and was planning to do it again. But they have their hands full right now because they have this war with these people that's using the elements of the planet that fuck them up and destroy their factories where they're making weaponry and everything. So this is why I'm sure that these people have to be working for the universal creator, because they are doing things to eradicate the people that has been taking advantage of us all here on this planet. Everything about them is being destroyed by these elemental forces. And that's the reason I give you guys the lectures that I give you, because I'm getting this information that's coming into my head, and I'm getting this energy, and all that stuff makes me have to do this. I mean, I'm up in the morning at 3:30 a.m. making these videos. It's not like I don't have anything to do. I have a lot of shit to do. I have to make these videos and support myself at the same time. But I do it because the universe has made me for that purpose. I am a tool of the universe. And so I'm doing what I was made to do. So stop looking at me like I'm freaking crazy. I'm doing what God made me to do. Okay, let's get on with the show. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is some really tripped out shit, yo. Check it out. I don't even want to listen to their music. In case I want to comment, I want you to... Now you see those water swells? That's a lot of water. Look, it just pushed those boats right over that seawall. All over the seawall. And then tore the seawall up. Look, all that blackness. See, that's what I tell you, white